but I think the artists have something special to share as it relates to the future of not only Boyle Heights, but I think of cities across the world where the concept of using art or play as a way to transcend some of the challenges in our local or international communities is something I think that we need to explore. We've tried traditional methods of change and social justice and healthy living. I think the need to speak in a creative way about some of these challenges is where the artist can really come in and interrupt some of the just traditional ways of approaching some of these problems. Boyle Heights has historically been characterized by its culture and artistic legacy. So I really, as an organization, I believe Self-Help Graphics and Art values the artist not only as a part of what we do, but also as the cornerstone to real change in our community.
Gentle, strong people, inspiring murals and music mixed with a turbulent social history that includes the forced repatriation of Mexican Americans in the 30s and the unconstitutional incarceration of Japanese Americans in the 40s. Hail Marys, Buddhist chants, Jewish prayers, gospel hallelujahs, oldies, hip-hop, corridos, and rancheras, they all lift and carry broken spirits, memories, and dreams. My barrio speaks truth, and it sings of love and betrayal. And if you listen closely to its tenacious, fragile legacy, its scarred heart touches you and heals.
And instead of calling them at risk, what are we calling them? At promise. I just want to say that I'm an adult at promise too. It's true, though. It's true, right? Y'all feel that, right? Because we grow up, however it is that we grow up, in this process of healing, it's lifelong. It's lifelong. And so even in our adult, stage, that's the truth of it. And I just want to say that it's a beautiful thing what we're doing, and so let's continue the healing together, right? All right.
25 years I've worked with gang members. So, and the art that they mainly embrace is drawing, painting, murals, that kind of thing. And extraordinary artists, Fabian Devoda, one of the principal ones. But a lot of muralists, a lot of extraordinary. My office is filled with what you would call pinta art, in paños, lots of them all over the place, and just amazing drawings, that are pretty beyond belief, But so there's something about it that's magical about people discovering the truth of who they are through this process of creating something, and it also gives them access to their story, which is, often enough stories of great abandonment and torture and violence. And so unless you transform your pain, you're just going to keep transmitting it. And so that's kind of what happens, that people need to take a good look at it, acknowledge it as sort of a dark tunnel, and proceed to walk to the end of it where the light resides. And sometimes the finished product is sort of the manifestation of this light, you know, where suddenly, you know, the light is illuminating, you know, the dark corners.
To be an artist. To be an artist, that's to be divine. That's to speak with God. That's to fight the hate. To be an artist, that's to spread the love. That's to speak the truth. That's to expose the lies. To be an artist. To be an artist, that's to bring the light. That's to be as one. That's to be with all. To be an artist. Thank you.
I'm a retired Los Angeles City school teacher, so all of my students had the experience of knowing about not only Dia de los Muertos, but about the heroes, which are their own parents, where they came from, and to be proud of who they were, and become not only the fabric of this country, but to be, not to lose their traditions. And so one of the things that I'm very strong about is to listen to the elders, listen to their stories, listen to their songs. Do not let these die. We will prevail because we are important. Thank you.
Proyecto Jardín grows food and it grows community. It grows and builds relationships. Many people experience the act of growing food as a sacred act. So in that respect, it also taps some very like deep subconscious part of the self, and it kind of realigns our connection, I guess, with the earth, with each other, and with the rhythms in nature. I've heard people say just that they come here to de-stress and to feel better.
Play always together and we slow down or we switch keys. But when you're by your own, you have to set those exercises that I'm telling you right now. You can do the 1, 2, 3, 1. Try to make it sound clear without. And if something happens, like you messed up, you start over. Okay.
I don't know.
No, if you have a mistake or anything, you lose the tempo, stop and go back.
In Boyle Heights, you don't have to go far to see the creativity, and that creativity is there because we have to survive. And it's seen on every corner with the fruit vendors to the women that are selling things that they've sewn with their hands, and the art on the walls. It's everywhere, and it's there because we're surviving, we're thriving because of the art and the creativity that we create together as a community. And because of that, all of Boyle Heights, everywhere you look, everybody's an artist. And that's
no one's going to give us these opportunities. We have to go claim them, and we also have to tell our stories. We are so hungry as a comunidad, as Latinos, to have our stories be told. But we have to assert ourselves and say, this is important. We have to tell our stories. We can't wait for other people to do it. We can't even get pissed off anymore about like Hollywood not doing it because they're not going to get it right. So we really have to take responsibility for all the valuable things about our community, about our cultura, and we have to proclaim it as important and go shine a light on it.